Hi students, this is AJ sir. Let's study 10th standard ICSE math, exercise 6C, quadratic equations, word problems based on speed and selling price. Exercise 6C, question 1. The speed of the ordinary train is x and express train is x plus 25 kilometers per hour. Roman number 1, find the time taken by each to cover 300 kilometers. So we should solve such sums in a tabular format, which makes it easy because then you don't have to write statements. Speed, x and x plus 25. Make sure you write the units as well. Distance is same, 300, 300. And time formula is distance upon speed. So we get the time in terms of x. So that's Roman number 1. In Roman number 2, it's mentioned that the ordinary train takes 2 hours more. Obviously, its speed is less, so it will take more time than the express train. So the difference between the two is 2. But be careful to write it as bigger fraction minus smaller fraction. Clearly, this is a bigger fraction because it takes more time. Also notice that here the denominator is greater of the fraction. That means the fraction is smaller. And whenever denominator is smaller, that fraction is bigger. Remove 300 common because calculation becomes easy that way, because we have to find LCM before doing cross multiplication. And then splitting the middle term of the quadratic equation to get two answers, reject the negative value, and that's how we get the value of x as well as x plus 25. Don't forget to write the final statements. Sum number 3. If the speed of the aeroplane is reduced by 40 kilometers per hour, it takes 20 minutes more to cover 1200 kilometers. Find the speed. So we'll assume the speed to be x and the new speed would be x minus 40 as stated in the question. The distance is the same. So in terms of x, this is the time, original time and new time. Now, which is a bigger fraction? Clearly, this one is, because the denominator is smaller. Also, if the speed decreases, time increases. So when you make a quadratic equation, make sure it is the bigger fraction minus the smaller fraction. And in the question it's mentioned that the time difference is 20 minutes. We'll have to convert that into hours because these values are in hours. And while solving, the same pattern, remove 1200 common, do LCM. On the other hand, here this became a fraction 1 upon 3. 1200 can be shifted down here to make it 3600. Cross multiply, it can't be reduced further. Split the middle term, get two values, reject the negative value, and write the final statement. Now, the fifth sum. A girl goes to her friend's house, which is at a distance of 12 kilometers. She covers half of the distance, that is 6 kilometers at this speed, and the remaining 6 kilometers at x plus 2 speed. And she takes 2 hours 30 minutes totally. So that's the total time, not the difference in time. In this sum, they have given the total time. So again, the tabular method, speed, distance and time in terms of x. The addition of the two times is 2 hours and 30 minutes. We'll have to convert this into hours. So divide the minutes part by 60. So you get 2.5 hours. That's 5 upon 2 hours. And here we solve like we usually do. Cross multiply and you'll get a quadratic equation. Solve it further to get the final answer. Next, the seventh sum is IMP. A goods train leaves at 6 p.m. and then express train leaves at 8 p.m. that is 2 hours later. But the express train is traveling faster. That's why it is able to reach the destination 36 minutes before the goods train. So despite leaving 2 hours later, it reached 36 minutes earlier. So what is the time difference between the goods train and the express train for covering the same distance of 1040 kilometers? It's 2 hours 36 minutes as the time difference. So we assume this speed to be x and this is x plus 20. Distance is same, time in terms of x. This is a bigger fraction, so it's always bigger fraction minus smaller fraction. Obviously the goods train will take more time, but how much more time? Well, it takes 2 hours 36 minutes more than the express train to cover the same distance. And now we solve it further. Remove 1040 common and do LCM. Here convert the minutes into hours and convert the mixed fraction into a simple fraction. Cross multiply, get a quadratic equation, splitting the middle term, and you find the final answer. Speed of goods train is 80 kilometers per hour, but don't forget to write the speed of express train as well, which is 100 kilometers per hour. And now the ninth sum, again that is also IMP. Here the cost price is given as X and the selling price is rupees 52. Profit is given as X minus 10%. So profit percent is given, not the profit. Calculate the cost price. So we write the data first. Now we know that profit is always SP minus CP. So that's 52 minus X rupees. And profit percent formula is profit upon CP into 100%. If it was loss percent, then the formula would have been loss upon CP into 100%. Remember, it's always CP in the denominator in this formula, never SP. Profit percent is given in the question, X minus 10. Profit, we got it in terms of X, CP is X into 100%. So the percent signs go away. And now we just solve it normally to get a quadratic equation, and we get the CP's value as rupees 40. Hi students, if you found this video useful, press the like button. Also, to enroll for my online lectures or online test series, email me or message me on Instagram. Check the description for more information.